be ready to stand trial anywhere where I think I can have a fair trial.
Carlos Ghosn was a leader almost like no other in the auto industry.
He was a superstar. He could get access to Putin.
This is a guy.
How did he escape? Certainly he wasn't being that well guarded.
I didn't help him. He still has all 3 passports. He was born in Brazil, Carlos Ghosn. He has French and Lebanese citizenship. So how did he escape?
December 9, 2019, a musical instrument case left Kansai International Airport aboard a private jet. Its pilot seemingly unaware of the illegal cargo he was carrying, because inside that box lay the man, Carlos Ghosn, former chairman of Nissan and CEO of Renault.
There's something unthinkable here. So when Ghosn says that he's not fled justice but injustice, and probably just the length of time he was kept under arrest before facing trial, maybe he has a point.
A lot of notable examples of people converting to Islam. Something very striking is some of the reasons that they have mentioned. So that's one area I'm going to cover. The second is a lot of people, especially Westerners, they love Islam. Some of them really embrace Islam. Some have changed over and some can't fully accept it, but they're looking for a pathway, a reason. So I'm going to discuss a few options for people who aren't ready yet, but they want a mechanism in place in future in case they want that option. A lot of people talk about various kind of freedoms, but also there's something called as freedom of religion. And then also something very shocking and striking at the same time, the example of the Nissan CEO, a highly educated person running one of the biggest companies in the world. He had a lot of Western passport, but what he also had was a Lebanese passport, a passport from an Islamic or a Muslim country, and that passport of that nationality was able to save his life. Now, we are not going to get into the specifics of whether he did a right thing or wrong thing, but what saved his life was that interesting passport or nationality. Starting off with the first example is of Andrew Tate, a very iconic figure. I don't connect or agree with a lot of what he talks. I think according to me, it's utter nonsense. But I gained a lot of respect for him. A few things that he talked about.
I always had a very healthy respect for Islam because I understand that to a degree, to have a religion at all, you have to have an intolerance to a degree. Because without an intolerance, you don't have rules. You don't have laws. You don't have any, like you said, you have to earn God's respect.
Is the respect and the adherence to faith. If you don't have the respect, if you don't have the fear, right, you end up doing wrong things. If you don't fear anything, you can kill yourself by not fearing certain things.
It's the most successful in regards to having people act within the limits and the confines of what it finds to be moral and good to God. It's the most adhered to. It's the most feared. It's the most respected in most forms. But what is respect without fear?
The second thing is a lot of people are, especially Westerners, they embrace cultures, right? They're open to different cultures. They obviously love their own culture. Christianity is a great religion. And they're also open to picking up things from other religions, learning things from other religions. Let's say you aren't ready to convert to a particular religion, but you admire it, you like certain things from a religion. Now, obviously, there would be bad actors who would try to misuse a religion. They'll pick up something, interpret it in a completely wrong way and do wrong things. Now, a recent episode, very tragic, in Sweden, someone burned the Quran, and that has caused a lot of chaos and a lot of panic. You have missed my coverage. There have been strong reactions from Erdogan, the president of Turkey. The entire Muslim leadership is together on that. Putin, interestingly, made some statements, and if you've missed that video, make sure to return and take a look at this one later on. You do want a pathway. You want, let's say you're interested in gaining a perspective. One of the best ways to start off with is, in my opinion, is to look at a nationality or to look at some entry into an Islamic world, right? What are some of the options that are readily available? Some outright straightforward options are obviously the first one is Turkey, which has the Turkish CBI program. It's an investment into their country. You invest 400K into a property, in your own property in Turkey, and that way you can acquire a Turkish nationality. Some people see this as a controversial nationality, especially if you're coming from the West, but other people embrace it. They want that ideological diversity. They love the West. They like their own citizenship. They like their own country, but they also want to have a different take, a different perspective, have the people follow something else. So what is that stuff, right? So you want that option. Let's say in future you want to have access to both. Let's say in future you want to convert. You already have some sort of ideological connection to that world. You've learned a lot of things. You've looked at the life over there. So when you're going on an exploratory path, I think the Turkish nationality becomes quite interesting. The second one is Egypt. Egypt is quite interesting. 250K of donation to their government. You can get an Egyptian nationality. A lot of people will criticize it's a weak passport and a bunch of other stuff. But then at the end of the day, it all depends and comes down to, are you looking for access? Let's say you're a Westerner, you already have a strong passport. Are you looking for access really from your second passport? Or are you looking or seeking something else? So in that case, Egypt has some very interesting, unique advantages. I would say there are certain additional benefits of Egypt over Turkey. But again, that's a topic for another time. Then you have Jordan. Jordan is the best out of the three, right? Jordan strikes at number one. The life in Jordan, just the vibe in Jordan. A lot of people don't know much about Jordan because they don't travel over there. But if you get a chance, go take some time off and travel to Jordan, and you'll exactly know what I'm talking about. A beautiful, beautiful country. You have a lot of Western principles also in Jordan. Very comfortable, very nice people, very hospitable, genuine people that you would find if you live and spend some time in Jordan. The only issue or the drawback of the Jordanian CBI is that it's a little expensive. It's you're talking about $1 million of investment in the country, so that is not affordable to a lot of people. Something that's truly accessible is the Turkish option. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. It helps this channel grow and helps me get you more valuable content. And before I let you go, if you have missed my coverage on the Serbian option, a lot of people aren't looking at the Russian nationality because of the whole war situation. They're looking for something different, right? So Serbia is a very interesting option. There's some very exciting developments that are happening with the Serbian option. If you've missed my coverage or the update on Serbia, make sure to hop onto this video. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, make sure you're sub, and catch you in this one.